We just got some recent Marvel news, and this one made me really think that DC is going to get the upper hand. Because after this shit, I'm convinced Marvel's lost it. She thing, for real, this is the only thing that literally convinced me that DC is about to get the upper hand. However, there's some recent news about Kevin Feige taking over things, and he's about to put them in check. But Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. If I can name three movies, a few movies that really got out of hand with the jokes and made me get convinced that DC is about to take over. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, with this Humpty Dumpty looking motherfucker. Then Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't know what the hell that was. And maybe I would say Wakanda Forever. I didn't like that one. Wakanda Forever wasn't too good without Black Panther. The writing is getting a little bit bad. But Kevin Feige, he says that he's hiring some better writers, much more expensive, much top tier writers going forward. And that's good news. That's very good news. I think they've been getting a little too cocky, especially when it comes to shit like this, bro. Like, they think they could joke around. This isn't, no. She-Hulk. Now, I think She-Hulk was a part of a comic run. You know, if She-Hulk was really like that in the comics, if that really followed something similar to the comics, then okay. Maybe some comics don't need to be adapted on the screen. Because if She-Hulk really did follow what the comics did, then that shit shouldn't have happened. Because sometimes comics can be a little goofy too. But I haven't seen She-Hulk yet. I have to watch it for professional reasons, to talk about these movies, to give a really good review and a realistic review, because I can't say anything about anything I haven't seen. But I've heard opinions that were very, very negative on She-Hulk. Like, I don't listen to anybody's opinion until I see it for myself. I will never take anybody's word on what's good or bad until I see it for myself. Because people said the Suicide Squad was bad. Shit, hell, it's people saying that Avatar 2 is horrible. That shit made me cry. So this is why I don't trust people's opinions, because it's a lot of people out here who just want to talk shit and not say real things. Like, they just want to talk shit. So yeah, I'm glad that Kevin Feige is hiring better writers, because this is necessary. He really has some competition here. I heard that Marvel's been just going in without a full script, and James Gunn goes in with the script ready. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. No wonder why the Marvels have had bad reshoots and shit. I don't know what the Marvels going to turn out like. I know they better get it together. The Marvels don't look too interesting, but I have to watch it because I don't miss any Marvel or DC movie. Period. It doesn't matter how bad or ass it is. You know what it is here. Gotta talk about it. Gotta watch it. I gotta stay up to date with the story. So it's good that he's hiring writers, and he knows that things are going a little bit off track. He better get it together, Kevin Feige. As I say, I'm not in competition with DC fans. Marvel, it doesn't make sense to be in competition with other fans, bro. You love it for the entertainment. It doesn't matter. We're not picking sides here. That's just stupid. DC and Marvel really have a reason to compete with each other, not the fans. We're just the audience. We can like both. It doesn't matter. But if you run the business itself, you definitely have a reason to compete. Kevin Feige and James Gunn have a reason to compete with each other because they're businesses. They want to get the most money, the most attention, and the most fans. But they could collab. That is a thing too. That'll be even better. Shit. But I'm glad that Kevin Feige's taking awareness of this, hiring better writers, because the Blade actor, he's not liking the script for that. He doesn't even want to shoot like, yo, we got to change this script. I'm glad he's getting on their ass because I want to see a good Blade film. I have to rewatch the old Blade films because I was too young when those movies came out. So I have to re-watch those. I'm not too familiar with Blade. I know he's a vampire, needs blood, and does his swords and everything, but I'm going to go back and rewatch Wesley Snipes' Blade. But I know Wesley Snipes, his Blade is not going to be my Blade. Obviously, my Blade is going to be Mahershala Ali because I didn't grow up with Wesley Snipes' Blade. So, plus, I'm not going to like him anyway because he's a part of the older made movies, not necessarily as good as the newer ones. But Wesley Snipes, he is the GOAT. Now, as far as the jokes in Marvel, there's only a few characters that's acceptable when making jokes. Like, you can't do certain things with certain characters. Like, sometimes you take it too far. Like, this, I get it. You want to have fun, but no. I don't want to have fun. I don't like comedy. Personally, I do like to laugh, but I don't watch comedy movies. I never, ever paid for a movie ticket for a comedy movie. For example, Cocaine Bear. I'm not going to see that. I will never, ever. Here's the thing. I will never, ever pay for a ticket to see a comedy movie, a horror movie, or anything outside of action and adventure. Nothing. I will never see a comedy, romance movie, or a horror movie in theaters. I only watch action, adventure. I don't just watch superheroes. I watch action movies. Fast and Furious, Mission Impossible, John Wick. I still got to catch up with Jason Bourne. Stuff like that. The only characters that's okay to joke around with, Iron Man. He has a sense of humor. If done right. It's okay to bust some jokes with Iron Man. He's the best at breaking jokes. He's the best at it. And then Spider-Man, I'm okay with jokes from Spider-Man because he has that character. But when shit gets real, he better be on this type time. And then Guardians of the Galaxy. These are the ones where you want to crack jokes off with. I'm used to the Guardians of the Galaxy being a little goofy. But, you know, characters like Thor, okay, casually you want to crack some jokes. But this Thor has become a joke. I want this Thor back. I know people don't like Thor: The Dark World, but Thor in this movie is the Thor we need back. Maybe not the story, but the way Thor was in that movie, all seriousness, no jokes, real deal type shit. Thor: Love and Thunder, I expected a lot more from Thor: Love and Thunder. It was, I don't know. Like, I expected a lot more from Thor: Love and Thunder. I felt so disappointed. I'm like, yo, is this a joke? Is this a special for kids? Like, I'm looking at this like, no. Like, I feel like we should have, I didn't feel like, no. Because in the movie, Jane has cancer. I feel like they should have got more into depth with Jane having cancer. Like, I feel like Thor should have been upset, like really concerned about her. Like, it's like he was joking and silly the whole time in Thor: Love and Thunder. Like, y'all should have really went deeper with the affection he felt for Jane. Like, it should have began with Thor watching over her in the hospital. How long has she got? I feel like Thor should have been the one to help her get Mjolnir rather than her just getting it herself. Like, he should have helped her by giving her Mjolnir to cure herself. Why was Mjolnir killing her? That's the question I have. Why was Mjolnir killing her? It should have been making her healed. It didn't make sense. Thor: Love and Thunder, it doesn't make sense. Gore, he should have been a lot more scary. Like, I didn't get it. I did kind of feel bad for Gordo, because his daughter, that kind of did get to me a little bit. Damn, you stuck in the desert, your daughter dies. I kind of felt bad for Gore. I felt more bad for Gore than I did Jane. What the hell? Like, that movie was a joke. Anyways, I'm glad Kevin Feige is hiring better writers. I'm glad that he's about to put things in check, be better, so things can go better. Just updating y'all, because hopefully this doesn't continue. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe.